the Americans having so much success in the championship. What does it feel like to have basically a bunch of U.S. men's national team players in the same league having so much success?
Yeah, it's good, of course. I think it's good to have, healthy competition going on in the same league. All of us being able to show what we can do, and yeah, it's been good.
I gotta ask about, with all the Americans in the championship, and maybe not quite just the national teams. I know you guys got a group chat for the national team. Is there any smaller chats that kind of go around with a couple of your fellow Americans that are in the championship?
Yeah, no other group chats, but we definitely keep up with each other. Especially after games, we'll talk to each other for a bit as long as we can before, we have to get on the bus. But yeah, like I said, we're all pretty close with each other. We all keep in touch, so it's good.
How does that work with the big national team group chat? When so many guys are coming in and out, you have a really deep pool with a lot of good players, a lot of guys who go way back. Do you just keep a group chat of 60 guys, or is it every window a couple guys are being added, a couple guys being dropped? How does that work?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Every window there's a new group chat. Some guys will get kicked out and others will be added. So it's new every time.
That's so funny. Tom and I are in a group chat with like 30 people, and it does not stop. So I can't even imagine what the U.S. men's national team group chat is like. You guys are having so much success at Norwich City. Obviously there was a lot of transfer rumors this past summer. You end up staying at Norwich City. It really has become a home for you, and you're having so much success. What is it about the club that's allowing you to feel comfortable and have so much success scoring goals?
Yeah, I think just over time, getting more confident, getting more repetitions at striker position, and solely focusing on that position has helped a lot. But like you said, it's kind of become a home for me and my family now. We're all very happy and very comfortable here at the moment. So, I feel good off the field, feel good on the pitch, and I think everybody here, knows what I can do, and they put that trust in me to go out there and score goals for the team.
Well, you talk about it being home for you and your family. I know that was a big point to consider when deciding your future this summer. There was no shortage of interest and offers. I know that. But your manager said the club's best piece of business was keeping you at the club. What does that mean to you with so much faith and so much belief from your new manager?
Yeah, it's amazing, of course. I think to have that, trust in me to go out there and do my thing, it just puts that, like I said, confidence inside of me. I think confidence is a huge key for any player, and to hear that from the manager and have that trust just, helps me out even more.
All right, Josh, the World Cup's obviously on the horizon. It's here in North America. You guys have such a good striker room, and that's obviously the biggest chatter, right, about the striker position. You guys have such a talented striker room, so many guys that are having success at the club level, but the goals haven't been coming as much as we'd like. What's the biggest difference for you personally, playing at club versus playing for your country?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I want to be scoring goals for national team as well. Obviously, just haven't been able to do that recently, which, of course, is frustrating for myself. I'm hoping, if I keep working hard and scoring goals here and doing what I can at club level, I'll keep getting the opportunities to get back with the team. But yeah, I think it's just continuing to, get used to playing with those guys every time I'm inside a camp, get used to everybody's movements and patterns and how they like to play. And again, hopefully, that starts to develop into me scoring goals with national team as well.
In the national team, it's been a little more than a year since Mauricio Pochettino took over. There's been a lot of evolutions from within the team, from Pochettino himself. So going back to maybe some of your first camps versus this most recent window, what are the changes, if any, with Mauricio Pochettino and the coaching staff to you guys in the locker room?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be differences between managers and their styles, but I think, at the end of the day, every time we come in, a lot of us have been playing with each other for a long time. We just want to continue building on that relationship, keep working with one another. And like I said, ultimately just learn how one another plays and keep developing those relationships. And hopefully that'll show, on the pitch.
What have your conversations been like with Pochettino? What is the feedback? Is he somebody who likes to be talking to players and giving advice and giving instructions between windows, during windows? What is the man management like between Pochettino and yourself?
No, I think they're a group that doesn't usually, reach out to players and talk to them too much, which is fair. It's obviously up to them. So yeah, on that side of things, I haven't gotten too much feedback, to be honest, from them.
You mentioned just how difficult it is. You have to really get used to playing with these guys again after really not playing with them a whole lot throughout the year. Can you explain to us just how difficult it is to go from playing one style of football for your club to then having to come into a camp and kind of relearn a new system and get used to those players? I think fans don't really realize how difficult that is for players to all of a sudden pick up and go, have to go across the world to play with a brand new system and brand new players that you are not used to playing with on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, it's difficult, of course, but at the end of the day, everybody's dealing with the same thing. So like I said, I want to turn, my form here into the same form with national team. So I'm going to keep working hard, keep my head down, and hopefully, it'll start to translate to national team as well.
Josh, back to your club form. Again, you had a flying start to the season, a continuation for an incredible campaign you had last year. But on the team side, you've played in the Premier League with Norwich City. What do Norwich City have to do this season to get back to the Premier League?
Ooh, yeah, it's a long season. There's a lot of things that need to go right, I think. I think the club has done a good job of bringing in, some depth into the squad, have a lot of good options now. And yeah, just got to string together some wins. I think if you can go on or run a form with, 4 or 5, 6 games you're winning back to back, it puts you in a really good position. So, hopefully, I think we've had a decent start as a team, but I know we have a lot to improve on. So just going to keep working on it and hopefully, like I said, string together some wins and put ourselves in a good position, at least by the winter time.
We watch your games here, Josh, and we're all rooting for you guys, for you to score whenever you're on the score sheet. It's always good to see. And this weekend, you're going to have maybe some few extra eyes on you because you're facing a little club named Wrexham that has gotten all of the promotion that you could possibly imagine for a club in the championship. What's it mean to play them? What needs to happen for you guys to find a result against them? Against a team, obviously, like I said, that will have a lot of eyeballs on them this weekend.
Yeah, I think that side of things, try not to think about it too much. I mean, to us, it's another championship side. We know what we have to do, so just focus on us. And I think, we'll take care of the game if we do all the things that we're supposed to do.
So we need to get some kind of celebration. If you score a goal, some kind of celebration, towards the owners of the club. Maybe a little acting impression or some sort. We need to come up with
something for the docu-series,
yes.
At the very least. At the very least.
We need to see that, Josh.
I'll try to come up with something.
We'll be watching. We'll be watching. We'll be rooting for that to happen.
Oh, look at you. You got to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. So if you want more average to good content, then you know where to go find it. Go peruse our channel, then hit like, then hit subscribe, and of course, turn on your notifications so that you never miss a show. We'll see you next time.